Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, right back here on WagerTalk TV with your college basketball top 25 video for this Saturday, January the 21st. Going to look at the two biggest games, at least from a ranking perspective, this Saturday, this entire weekend in college basketball. We have two head-to-head top 25 matchups for Saturday afternoon, both on national TV. I'm going to give you my advanced look. I'm doing this on Friday, right before the lines come out. So if you act early, you can get in and get the best of the numbers here. I'm going to give you my power ratings and also where I see some matchup advantages for both of these games here in just a moment here on Wager Talk TV. Quick reminder, also trying to do a midweek top 25 video when the opportunity arises. We've done it the last couple of Wednesdays. I had two games for Wednesday for you here on this video, and the recommended lean in both of those games went 2-0, swept the board on Wednesday with those free plays, and it's not a surprise because to say I've been seeing it well in college hoops and pro basketball this week would be a vast understatement. In fact, as we head into Friday on a 10-1, 91% all sports run. We had that nice blowout winner with the Cowboys Monday night over the Bucks, and we've won all the basketball. I've gone 9-1 on the basketball as well. So 10-1 combined, 91% so far this week in all sports, including back-to-back perfect 3-0 sweeps on Wednesday and Thursday, 6-0 sweeps as we head into Friday. If you're joining me on Friday, I do have a Friday night basketball best bet on my page right now. Also, two advanced NFL best bets for both divisional games on Saturday in the playoffs. Also, don't forget, it's Fade the Public time. And that NFL Fade the Public video for the divisional round is locked and loaded. We got it up nice and early for you this week on Thursday. Yet another reason to hit subscribe and hit the bell. When you do so, you get instant alerts when my videos go live instantly. Be the first to watch, including these top 25 college basketball videos as well. All right, one more thing real quickly. If you see on the side there, we've got a special price for the rest of college basketball, just $2.99. It's normally $4.79. That offer expires this weekend. So the sooner you get on board, the sooner you get the rest of the season, every day, every night, for just $2.99 complete. You can also do that for the NBA. And if you want football, speaking of football, the rest of the playoffs and Super Bowl, normally $99. Next week, it's going to be $59 for the conference championships and Super Bowl. But if you use promo code NFL59, you get it for $59 right now, which means you get all four divisional games this weekend basically for free. Once again, normally $99. Get it down to the future price of $59 right now with promo code NFL59. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. All right, let's get to those two true top 25 head-to-head matchups this week. We've got two of them in college basketball. Both are on the daytime card. We'll start with the early game at 1 o'clock Eastern, and it's in the Big 12 Conference. And we've talked a lot about TCU in both football and college football and college basketball in recent weeks. You know, I mentioned their football team didn't deserve to be in the playoffs. No, actually, check that. I didn't say they deserve to be in the playoffs. I said there's two ways to look at this. Are they one of the four best teams or they deserve to be there? I had no problem with them being there. Just said they weren't one of the four best teams. And boy, with that misleading win over Michigan, did I catch some slack here on YouTube and on Twitter and everywhere else in the universe. But then I think I was justified in saying that when Georgia beat them by the biggest margin in bowl game history, any bowl game, the following week. I bring that up not to gloat, but to mention that TCU's basketball team is also on an amazing run right now. I think in kind of playing above their heads like the football team did. So there's something going on in Fort Worth, Texas, that is benefiting these college programs, or the basketball and football team, at least for TCU. And I say that because they're now number 14 in the nation this week, and they're taking on a very difficult test at 1 o'clock Eastern on CBS Saturday at number 2 Kansas. Now, TCU has been getting it done, whether it's football or basketball. They've been getting it done recently, and they entered this game, obviously, in excellent current form. They've been getting it done, by the way, with defense. We'll look at the efficiency rankings, which is something I'd like to use. 19th most efficient defense in the country out of 363 teams, but they're only the 73rd most efficient offense. Overall, in the KenPom rankings, they're 30th this week as we head into Friday. And if you look at the Sagergans, they're 21st overall, 22nd in the power rating predictor, which is closest to the point spread. Once again, I'm doing this on Friday afternoon before the lines have come out. Right now, the advanced look on this point spread, at least based on my raw power ratings, would be around 6 probably. I'm looking Kansas in that couple 3-point range there. I have them 3 on a neutral court. We'll factor in maybe 3 more for home court. So we're going to look around that 6. Now, if the power ratings are way off one way or the other, that will be some line value of that team. So keep an eye on that. And we'll look at this from a matchup perspective. As I mentioned, TCU, very good defensive team this year, but they play fast, which is unusual. Normally you see these really good half-court defensive teams play slow. TCU plays fast, 47th fastest tempo in the country. And you would think Kansas would love that. And normally they do. Normally Kansas is extremely fast, but Kansas is only the 112th fastest team. It's still in the upper third. So I think there'll be some points in this game as well. And even though TCU is a really good defensive team, and you kind of lean under for that reason, I think Kansas holds the offensive edge here. And if the game is fast, that could maybe get you looking at the over as well. We'll have to see, of course, where that total lands. Most recent meetings occurred last year. We don't have any meetings this year. These teams actually played 3 times last year in a really unique setting. They played 3 times in less than 2 weeks. They played 3 games in March last year over an 11-day span. TCU got the home win as a 6.5-point dog, and then Kansas got revenge but did not cover, only won by 4 as an 11-point favorite. And then they took care of business on the neutral court in the Big 12 tournament, winning by 13 as an 8-point favorite. By the way, all 3 of those games did stay under the total. So that's something to keep an eye on, even though I think both teams like up-tempo. All 3 games did stay under last year, but keep in mind, it's misleading because TCU was the 246th slowest team in the nation last year. That's not how they're playing this season with the 47th fastest tempo. So the fact that all 3 were under last year, we might get a little bit of sneaky value with the over on Saturday afternoon. All right, one other true top head-to-head top 25 matchup for this Saturday in college basketball, and it comes in the Pac-12 conference, and it goes at 2 o'clock Eastern on ABC. Number 5 UCLA at number 11 Arizona. Mentioned the 10-1 all sports run, the 6-0 sweep on Wednesday and Thursday. Well, Arizona was part of that for my clients on Thursday night as we cashed with them in college hoops. And Arizona could be a little bit of a play-on team, I think, going forward. That's one of the reasons I liked them in that last game. UCLA, though, definitely a solid program, and they're currently ranked higher here, and they're actually 3rd in the KenPom rankings right now. 5th best defense in the country, 12th on offense. Arizona's pretty darn good as well, though, on offense, 9th best. In fact, Arizona is the better offensive team. The big difference in this game, though, is on defense. Arizona only the 70th efficiency ranking in defense, and that's why they're just 17th overall in those KenPom rankings. We'll take an advanced look at the point spread. Sagarin has UCLA number 2, number 3 in the power rating. The overall rating from Arizona is 16th, but 12th in the power rating. So UCLA a little bit weaker in the predictor, and Arizona is stronger. The predictor rating, by the way, Sagarin has a couple different sets of ratings. One is straight up wins only, and that's the golden mean. People ask what that means. The predictor is closest to margin. The overall rating you'll see, like in USA Today and the newspapers, is the combination of those two. I don't care about the straight up win, the golden mean rating. I look at the predictor. That's the closest barometer to the point spread. And based on this one, UCLA would be 3.5 on a neutral court. So this game's going to be close to pick'em since it's at Arizona. So I'd look for this line to be around pick'em. Wouldn't be surprised actually to see Arizona even more of a favorite, maybe -1. That'd be the price range I predict when the lines come out here in a couple hours. Once again, doing this video on Friday afternoon, wanted to get it out to you early so we don't have the point spreads yet. But I'll make the point spread around pick'em in my power ratings. We'll see where it falls in the real market. Once again, UCLA, very good defensively. Arizona, the better offensive team. Normally, I like good defensive dogs, but I really do think Arizona could be peaking right now. Let's look at the pace of play for these teams. UCLA does play slow, 241st tempo. Arizona, though, plays fast, 11th fastest tempo. They're as fast as top 5 earlier this season. Not a surprise. Arizona plays fast every single season. That's the way they like to get up and down the court. Last year they were the 9th fastest team in all of college basketball. And last year, UCLA played 277. So unlike the TCU Kansas game, in which TCU is playing much faster this year, these two teams are playing at the same tempo they played last year. And like those other teams we talked about, they did play 3 times as well late in the season, late January, early February, and then in the conference tournament in March. And UCLA won the first game at home by 16 as a 3-point home dog. Arizona got their revenge with a 10-point win in early February at home as a 6.5-point favorite. I remember vividly that game because I was on the college basketball show here on WagerTalk TV. I believe I even used Arizona as the free best bet on the show that day. Loved the revenge spot there at home. And by the way, those 2 games both stayed under the total, under 150 and under 149. But then the tournament game got pretty fast on March 12th when they played in the Pac-12 tournament. 160 total points in that game. Easily went over the 142. Arizona won that by 8 as a 2-point favorite. So Arizona won and covered the last 2 last season. They were actually a road favorite at UCLA, and now I'm looking at maybe just around a pick 'em at home. So we'll see where the line comes. Might be some value with Arizona, although the matchup does concern me because UCLA is a slow-down half-court team. I normally like to back those type of teams against fast-paced teams, but once again, Arizona took care of business in 2 of the 3 meetings, both straight up in ATS last year. So I really think whoever dictates the tempo will control this game. Arizona in the over, UCLA in the under could be a little bit of a correlated same team parlay or same game parlay if you're looking that way on Saturday afternoon. That once again goes at 2 o'clock Eastern on ABC. All right, quick hitter video for you. And there's a ton of college basketball games this Saturday NFL playoffs. I got my Fade the Public video. If you haven't watched that yet, make sure you do so. So I wanted to get out here with a look at the two big head-to-head top 25 matchups for Saturday college hoops. Hope you found this video useful. If you did, do me a couple favors. Give it a quick thumbs up, a like. Make sure you've hit subscribe and hit that bell for instant alerts when these videos go live, including my Fade the Public NFL video, which is ready right now here on WagerTalk TV. And also leave some comments below. I love my comments. I read everyone and I reply back. Let me know your thoughts on this huge college basketball card on Saturday. Maybe some under-the-radar games, some smaller conference games where you see value, and anything else you're looking at in the betting world this weekend. Hey, even get some NFL playoff thoughts. Nothing wrong with that, as that's center stage this weekend, the divisional round in the NFL. Final reminder, once again, the rest of college hoops, just $2.99. Instant discount, no promo code needed. Right now, that expires this weekend. It's normally $4.79. You get the rest of my college hoops for just $2.99. Same with the NBA, no promo codes needed. 10-1, 91% all sports run this week as we head into Friday, including a perfect 6-0 sweep the past couple nights. NFL playoffs is here as well. I've got two advanced divisional winners for NFL playoff games. Both games on Saturday, locked and loaded right now. You can get those a la carte individually or save big and get the rest of the playoffs through the Super Bowl for just $59. Now, keep in mind, the normal price is $99. You have to have the promo code NFL59 to get it down to $59. And that's going to be the price. Spoiler alert, that's going to be the price next week after this round. For just the championship round and the Super Bowl, it's going to be $59 next week. So you're getting this weekend for free when you use that promo code. Do it right now. Get those strong best bets for both games on Saturday. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. NFL 59, the rest of the playoffs and Super Bowl, all my props as well for just $59. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. Get there quicker with shortcut WT.buzz/SM. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter as well, at Steve Merril, 2 R's, 1 L, at Steve Merril on Twitter. And I'll be back next week with several shows here, college and pro basketball shows, tons of information every day right here on WagerTalk TV. Thanks for watching. Best of luck and enjoy the games this weekend.